Namaste, Jai Bharat. During Operation Sindoor, when Pakistan requested officially to Bharat for ceasefire, we have agreed primarily because in that 4 days we have achieved all our objectives more comfortably and effectively. So there was no point in prolonging that at that context. But one thing was said, that Operation Sindoor is only post, that is only kept in abeyance, not over. There shall be Operation Sindoor 1, 2, 3 in future. Another thing they said, our government said that any act of terrorism will be considered as an act of war. These two things were made very clear at that time. Now Pakistan is rather terrified and scared that terrorism, if they involve, then it will be counted as an act of war. But Pakistan is helpless. They can't do without terrorism. That had been their structure of their thoughts. They have no alternatives, they have no options, given their own internal kinds of thinking pattern, which I call as terrorism in structure. That's a structural aspect to the Pakistani mind. So they will have to do it. Now what they have done this time is that instead of sending trained terrorists off, there are varieties of organizations, terrorist outfits, which carry funny Persian names. What's the point in talking about their names? They're insignificant. They're absolutely insignificant, irrelevant to their names, because multiple names, whatever it may be, they do the same thing. Same people, same objectives, same pattern, same activities. The multiple names are there, but they're just the same. Different mangoes of the same tree. So instead of sending, they had been training terrorists. They are terrorism camps, terrorist trains, and the Pakistanis officially used to treat them as heroes. Heroes is one interview I've seen that time President Pervez Musharraf, another army man, he was really, what a hero hai ji. Now that's the kind of belief they have. That's the kind of attitude they carry. They have towards terrorism. They're heroes. And that's the kind of mindset they have. That's besides the point talk, because it will take us in different direction. The point is that now they become scared, obviously. So what they have done is they have successfully obtained citizens of my nation, Bharatiya citizens, to act on their behalf. That is why we have seen them recruiting some medical doctors to create poisons. They will have similar people. But so far, in my understanding and my experience, all of them belongs to this peaceful religion. All of them are Muslims. They have somehow infiltrated into the minds of these people using the jihadi poison into their minds, and then they make the people who are supposed to be elected, in spite of their educational qualifications, if they still believe that God created this world and the earth is still flat, then there is no redemption. That is where we find the Nyaya Sutra, Maharishi Akshavada Gautama, where he makes a distinction between knowledge and information. These are information that does affect the knower, and affectivity is a process of purification, refinement. Through information, when an Atma or a person is purified by the information affecting him into a kind of refinement, and that refined person is knowledgeable person, then the information gets converted into knowledge. So the difference between knowledge and information one should maintain. And it doesn't happen every time. The information gets into knowledge. It can get into knowledge if you follow the Bharatiya pattern of knowing, that is Shravana, Manana, Nityasyasana, 3 stages. Then of course this could happen, or then only this will happen, and under normal cases. So that only is knowledge. But here these people are lettered but knowledgeable, lettered not literate. They have this information, and that they use for destructive activities. It had not affected them. And these people are used. They are Indians. They are Indians, Muslims, but Indians. And they have been used this time for such activities. And one terrorist among them got upset because he also had a lot of terrorist materials in his house, which he was afraid that he'll be caught. So he went and did a blast, stuffed some things which he already had to an item car which he has bought from another peaceful man of his friend, and then blasted in Delhi out of frustration, because we have already busted many of the programs to make explosions in the nation, especially Delhi. The program which they made is Bleed Delhi. Yes, you are welcome to Bleed Delhi. Come, let's then Delhi see what is Delhi's blood. This is now Pakistan got scared. If their people they sent, then it's explicitly it will be an attack. We have already told it's counted as an attack. So they wanted to use people of the Bharat, and then effectively they will say, no, they are not our people, they are your people. Fine, there are our people, but you have created it. Your instrument to this. So I'm sure that we will treat this also as simply an act of war. And of course, we have wise people sitting on top. They know what to do. I need not to teach them. I need to tell them. Rather, I keep learning from them. And the right people are sitting at the right places. They will do the right thing. When needed, they will do the right thing. As a duty. The duty of the citizen in this case is simply to stand by the nation, unconditionally, with total support from heart and soul. Be with the nation. Be with the interest of the nation. Rashtrahit is Rashtrahit. And I need not repeat the mantra which Guruji taught us. Rashtraya Swaha Idam Namama. That is required now. Common citizens of our nation should have this feeling that we should be with. We are not going to take weapons and fight with these terrorists, but we have to spread awareness in marketplace, in a tea shop. When such discussions comes, disown this kind of anti-national activities and project what is Rashtrahit to people who stand in front of you. No matter whether they understand or not, whether they agree or not, but you do your part. Here it is karma nevathikaraste. Do your karma. Let the result come in whichever pattern, but do the right thing. That we have to do. That responsibility a citizen of my nation should have and must execute. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.